Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Milestone and my channel is all about finding your passion, fulfilling your potential and achieving your goals. In this video, I'll tell you why your difference is your superpower and why you should embrace it and how you can do that for growth, happiness and fulfillment. If this is the type of content you're looking for, please subscribe below because I've got new content weekly. But let's get into it. My first point is value your uniqueness. We are all different. There are almost 8 billion people on this planet. And guess what? We're all different. We are taught for some reason that we've got to fit in rather than embrace our difference. And that's not the way to go about things. That's not what's going to make us happy. Society constantly tries to make us fit in with all the messages that it feeds us. So we feel like if we are not wearing designer clothes or if we don't have the latest technology, we are poor. If we don't speak a certain way, we're made to feel unsophisticated or aggressive. If we are not posting pictures at nice places, eating out, traveling, we are made to feel like we've got a really bad social life and that we're boring. These things are not the case at all, but these are the pressures society is giving us on a daily basis. But those differences in who you are, how you act and what you like are what makes you unique. So embrace your difference and focus on what makes you happy. And my second point is different thinking delivers different solutions. So we've all been in the position where we're not sure whether our ideas are the best for our lives, for our family, for work. This leads us to doubt ourselves. And again, for me, it's happened a lot of times, in particular at work, I'd say, where I've doubted myself and maybe kept quiet and not put forward an idea even though I thought it was really, really worthwhile. I think it was probably a bit of a case of imposter syndrome, but thankfully it's something that I've learned to overcome. However, Matthew Syed explains this really well in his book, Rebel Ideas. He says, wise groups express different dynamics. They are not all clone-like. And I couldn't agree with this more. The book explains it really, really well, so I'd recommend you guys to read it. He also says, when it comes to complex problems, it's best to work with groups that think differently. So if we all thought the same, that wouldn't lead to the best outcome because we'd all deliver the same solution. So if we've got one group of people that all think the same, let's say 10 of them, they'll deliver one solution. If you've got 10 people that think 10 different ways, you can deliver up to 10 different solutions. So that's much better than one. And that's a great way of visualizing and thinking how your difference, your different ideas, your different solutions can ultimately end up delivering a better solution that can also work. Different doesn't mean worse. So practice getting comfortable with this idea. Practice getting comfortable speaking up, raising your voice, making your opinions and your ideas and your solutions heard. And it will take a while. One thing that I started to do, especially when it came to work situations, is if I know I've got a meeting coming up and I know what the meeting's about, I'd prepare a few ideas ahead of time. And that really helped give me the courage to speak up and share my idea ahead of the meeting. I did this over a period of time and now I'm at the stage where people are tired of my voice now in these meetings because I can't stop talking, I can't stop sharing my ideas, and it's all because I just started making a daily habit of putting my ideas forward and planning how I would do this. And now I'm at the stage, as I said, where I just do this naturally, it flows. I've got to close the tap actually because I'm doing too much. I'm doing way too much. So my third point is our imperfections are what endears us to others. So we're all unique. As I said earlier, nobody's perfect and we've all got our own unique traits, our own unique quirks, our own unique flaws at times as well. But these are things that our family, our friends, our colleagues, people close to us These are things that they love about us. These are things that make you unique. Without them, you wouldn't be who you are. You'd be kind of like a clone. So we've got to embrace it, accept it, knowing that nothing's going to be perfect, and all these things make us who we are. Barack Obama sums this up perfectly when talking about what he went through when he was writing his first book. He says, "Be a little forgiving of yourself and know nothing is going to be perfect. When I was done with that book, at least once a day, I'd say, nobody's going to want to read this, or this isn't as good as I hoped, or I could have phrased that better. But just feeling comfortable with the fact that we're human, we're going to be imperfect, but if we make the effort, hopefully it's worthwhile." So a great quote from Obama. And look, if he feels that way, it's fine for you to feel that way. But as he has, we've got to work towards overcoming this and just learn to love our imperfections. My fourth tip is enter fields where you feel your difference can shine. So this is a great way to really make the most of your uniqueness. I honestly believe the reason we undervalue our difference is that we are not in fields where they can really shine. And there's another great quote that I really like from Eva Chen. She says, "Trust your instincts and don't feel like you have to be like everyone else. Your passions don't all have to click together and make sense together. That's the special kind of sauce that makes you you." So a really powerful quote from Eva Chen there. Another great example is Steve Jobs when setting up Apple. He was criticized heavily for his obsession with design. But that now is Apple's superpower. That's what stands them out from the rest. If we look at everything from their products to their website to their store experience, their design is what really makes them stand out. It's what makes them unique. And that's what's helped make them a $1 trillion company now. So he's not done too badly with that, has he? My final point is change the game. So this is probably the most important point, and I think Eva Ferrera sums this up perfectly. She says, it's possible to be the person who genuinely wants to see change whilst also being the person whose actions keep things the way they are. So take a moment to let that sink in. What I believe she's saying here is whilst it's important to believe that your difference is your superpower, it's also important to appreciate we are also upholding a system that doesn't allow people to be themselves. So what we all need to do going forwards is stop judging people for their differences, because that's how we'll break the system and that's how everyone will be comfortable and happy being themselves. So those are the steps to follow to make your difference your superpower. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment below if these tips helped you, and if you haven't already, subscribe because I've got lots more content to come. So thanks for watching and let's keep chasing those goals.